Hey guys, so I am still in the process of editing this super long video that I'm trying to get down to at least an hour. It's not going too well, but in the meantime, I had seen this last night, and it was I was commenting so much in Nookie's comment section that I figured I'd just make a video about it. Um, I don't know these women on here, but they said they had some tea about Lisa. So, of course, I clicked on it and watched it. Now, um, everybody, can we please, when we have info, tea, whatever, can we please just get into it within the first couple of minutes? Because if you want to watch the real video, I'll have it linked in my description box. But it starts off, like when they actually get into it, at 12 minutes and 31 seconds, okay? And honestly, I'm glad that I found the replay and didn't watch it live, because I would have just left. I wouldn't have even bothered with it. So anyway, I am gonna get into it. There are going to be some things that I am going to cut out, only because just in my personal opinion, I don't think it's appropriate. I'll let you know when we get to that point, and let's get into it.
Before you said it.
Okay, so the information that we were given,
I'm moving you closer to the speaker then. Okay.
Is that RJ, okay, has an addiction to urinating in these Mountain Dew bottles, and these bottles are left all over their home.
Okay, so I remember hearing this. Does anybody else remember? I know I had seen a couple people in Nookie's comment section saying the same thing. Do y'all remember who said this? Because it wasn't too long ago, I feel like. But I can't remember who it was. I don't even know if I'm going to leave this whole part in here. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this doesn't have a lot to do with Lisa. Like, yes, it's her living situation. But it doesn't really have anything to do with like the internet and what Lisa does online. So I'll probably just, keep in the part where you get the idea.
No, this isn't old news.
This is not old news at all.
Yeah, that's why I said you guys.
Weird. It's weird.
Okay, but there's more that goes with that too. So when Lisa goes to the clinic, she carries this 2-liter with her of Mountain Dew. I don't even want to, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Strange addiction meets hoarders.
Right?
Who has to leave the house because your parents are dumping out your pee-pee bottles?
Did you, Curly said it has been said they have tons of Mountain Dew bottles in front of their house.
Yeah, they're full of pee-pee.
It's so disgusting. Okay, Queen just asked a question.
Did Lisa drink? Oh God.
Have fun.
I don't know if she did. The whole family is whack. I knew they had dark secrets. They go along with Lisa to get. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
we need to put our shit kickers on because this shit is dude.
Oh yeah, and in all honesty, guys, the reason me and her got into this was to just put it out there, and me and her started talking, and it was like we started figuring out that the more we backtracked to figure stuff out, it was like it would lead us literally in a totally different direction. And when we got this last piece to the puzzle, when I say last piece to the puzzle, it linked every possible thing together.
It did. And the Mountain Dew bottles is just the beginning. I mean, this family's truly gross.
Because we don't give her hoagie money, don't me?
Yeah, because we don't give her hoagie money.
Exactly.
She doesn't get hoagies. No, that's the next thing we're going to talk about tonight.
Okay, so the post that I put up before the Mountain Dew bottle, and I'm sorry for flying through this so fast, but we wanted to get it out there. We didn't know how to get it out there, and at this point, we got to figure out which direction we're going with it after this, because there is so much stuff.
So, Raimi, you're on fire. She said she's out of control. I'm like, girl, you're on fire.
Giving up on work.
She had a bug crawling on her at her parents'. Yeah, that whole house is disgusting.
Yeah.
It reeks.
Yeah.
It just reeks.
Listen, to sit here and talk about how disgusting Lisa's house is when it looks like you're going live from a trap house is a bit ridiculous to me. I mean, no shade. I get it. Some people, you know, live in different houses, different sizes, and some people are cleaner than others. But ma'am, at least paint your walls, take down that blanket, you know, or maybe just sit in a corner where you can't see all of that. Yeah, just a little advice. I don't know.
Imagine if the neighbors are calling how many fucking piss bottles are laying around.
Ugh.
Seriously.
It's just,
It's
to
crazy.
me, that's very barnyard animal. Like, I understand, like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But this is a continuing thing.
She takes it to the clinic with her. She will carry a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew, well, piss with her. And she takes it to the clinic with her. And that is her clean piss for her test. I don't know how she gets away with that. You cannot, I cannot answer, you know, how she goes, because I know they ain't going to let her carry in a 2-liter bottle.
Nicole, are you in here?
Okay, so one, you're not allowed to take anything with you inside the bathroom. Like, you have to take off your coat, hat, gloves, anything that you have to empty your pockets. You're not allowed to even take your phone in there. And her brother would have to be on methadone for her to pass those drug tests. So, and aside from that, there are cameras in the bathroom. Now, my clinic had 2 cameras, one in the front of where the toilet is and one in the back. I've seen many people try, and they got caught every single time. So I don't know. I would need to see proof on this. How do you even know this? Is it something Lisa said? Because if it's something Lisa told somebody, I would question that. So I would like to know exactly where this was said, who said it, and how would you have proof of that?
I don't think Nicole is in here. Mm-mm. But this information did not come from Ms. Nicole.
Not at all.
No, ma'am.
Not at all.
It did not. We're not exposing an awareness creator.
Oh, not tonight. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
We got these 3 subjects we want to touch on because we got to go. So it's got to be a fast live.
We've got family things going on.
Wait, what did you say when you went to that clinic? I wasn't allowed to take nothing into the bathroom with me. Yeah, see, I don't know how.
There's proof of her at the back door. I just know that this is what the owners themselves told our source.
Wait, the owners of what? The clinic or the store? Because how would they know that? Do they go to the clinic with her? The only way they would know that is if, like, Lisa said it. I mean, the nurses aren't saying something. The people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Just have to wait and see.
Okay, and you're right.
Because the source knows of that owner's relative that has another store.
Nanya brought up, tell everyone.
Okay, I just noticed this while editing. She said that their source knows a relative of the owner, right? Why would this person go to strangers on the internet to tell them all this information? I mean, these are some, like, big accusations, and I don't know, I'm kind of confused on, you know, how did they find this source? Did they reach out to these women? Why would they reach out to them? Do they know them? Do they live in PA? Like, I have so many questions.
On what the story, and then we can answer questions afterwards.
Nanya, you're right, because we don't have a whole lot of time. Anyways, so Hanini is a friend. Okay. Lisa goes down there right before closing time, and they give her a $10 rock. And they do this because she is one of theirs. Their words
runners.
Verbatim to our source was, she is one of ours, and we give her just enough to where she doesn't get a bad batch. Okay. She also takes the rugs from them and she goes around the building to 3 other gentlemen and she sells for Hanini as well.
Yep. When you ask about...
Okay, so a lot of dealers, or how they're making it sound is that it's like a big operation. A lot of times they do not have addicts as their runners, right? Because they're untrustworthy. If they do, now don't get me wrong, I have seen addicts be runners before, but a lot of times it's somebody the dealer knows personally, whether it's a family member or a friend they grew up with, somebody that they can trust, or if they get scammed, they know where they live, they know their family, right? Lisa has the bad reputation in her whole neighborhood. She's not trustworthy. So I just kind of feel like, I don't know, this just seems off to me only because of that. Like, she's known in her area. So why would they trust her with that? And if she is a runner, that means that they're paying her either cash or her DOC. So she should be good all the time. Now, I feel like Lisa is addicted to the internet, so maybe she would come on either way. I don't know. But I feel like that she would come on way less if she was doing this. I don't know. Like I said, we gotta wait.
Lisa, she's the Skeletor that smells like death. And they will only
They
meet
said that
her...
they make her stand at the back door when they give her her fix because she smells like decomp.
Yep.
It's that bad. Lisa does not go down there to get hoagies.
Nope.
Lisa goes down there to get a $10 rock and whatever else that they give her to sell.
Yep. Because there's no loitering, no soliciting signs out there.
There's 6 or 7 signs around the building that say no loitering or whatever, and yet she's always there.
You'll get the proof. Trust me, you're going to get the proof.
Wait.
Yep.
Didn't this lady just say that there is none? And then this lady just said that there's 4 or 5? Did I hear that right?
There's also a video, and I couldn't tell you when. It was probably in the last few months where Lisa's walking in front of Hanini, and you can hear a gentleman go up to her and ask, "Hey, do you got anything for sale?" She goes, "No, I don't have anything," while she's on the live. They know who she is. The cops, as far
Has anybody seen that live? I'm just wondering because I haven't seen it.
as shutting it down, that's being worked on.
Mm-hmm. Lisa is known by the cops there.
Especially the PD. She's a snitch.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, how do we want to say this
snitch.
without... I didn't know if we were going to bring that up tonight or not, but yeah, that's...
No, I mean, we just call it like this.
They're
Lisa's
protecting
a
their own.
snitch.
They're protecting their own is what it boils down to.
Yeah, they are. They are. So her little...
So if Lisa is a snitch, nobody would mess with her. I mean, unless they don't know she's a snitch. I guess they wouldn't know, right? They wouldn't know she was a snitch.
Hanini hoagie.
Yeah.
She's never purchased a hoagie from there.
But if you think about it, Lisa's hot. Like, even Nicole has said that the cops know about her, watch her, however. She's hot. Like, I don't know, like, because I always wondered that, like, how these dealers even mess with her because she's so, I mean, everybody knows her on the internet. Everybody knows her around the neighborhood, and she is very open. And I feel like if the cops are watching her, they know what places she goes to. And I feel like for a lot of dealers, they don't want to mess with people like that. I'm just thinking out loud.
They said that. They said she's never...
The health department did shut them down, Sandy, for whatever, like their drain issues and some other things that happened. But I think that they need to go back in and...
I actually have this article about them cutting or shutting that place down in one of my videos. I can't remember what video it is, but I do have the article about them shutting it down in one of those videos.
That will happen. We can promise you that. They need to go back in and take a real good long look what's back there.
Yep.
The article had gave a couple of examples of why they shut it down and basically gave them a time period to when they had to reopen it. Now, they did reopen, so I'm assuming that they already had taken care of that. Now, they might have just taken care of it so they can open, and still have to continue to do whatever, the health department asks. But from when that article had came out, I think at that time they did reopen, if I remember correctly.
We'll do recaps.
We will be. That's what I'm saying. We will be showing you the proof. I don't know how to do these lives and pull up everything, and I wasn't gonna show it before the live, obviously. So I can't do it in the middle of this because I don't know what I'm doing. But as soon as we're off the live, yeah, I'll be posting stuff.
Yeah, that'll not be a problem. Anyways, with the
Did anybody get these posts? I'm just wondering because I don't know who these women are. So if anybody can direct me to where they are, if they did post them, please let me know.
Eviction. Okay, so I know that we're all kind of confused.
T is talking. One asked who's talking.
That's me, Mama Amy. My name is T. So when it comes to the eviction, I know that I've never seen the eviction notice that was posted. I don't know anything that it says. I just know that what I've seen by people saying, oh, it was this date or it was this date. Obviously, the family has not left. Okay? Why? Everybody's wanting to know what's going on. Are they squatters? What are they doing? Whatever. I called a lawyer for fair housing in Allegheny County today, and his name is Michael Werner, and you guys can call his office if you need verification of this is what I'm about to tell you that he said.
Okay, people, please don't do this. Please do not do this. Do not say somebody's name. He is going to get bombarded with calls now. I mean, unless she got permission from him, I don't think that she should have doxed him like this. And that's just my personal opinion.
Okay, so he said that in his years of... Huh?
No, I was talking kind of like to the chat, letting them know that I'm still talking. Just keep talking. Keep talking, woman.
Okay, so anyways, he said... And I gave him the information that I had. I didn't give names or anything like that because I don't have all that information. It was just a generalized thing. And he said that in all the years that he's been an attorney for fair housing, that what he has really come across in that area of Pittsburgh is that people that are scammers, that are soaking off of government assistance, soaking taxpayers' money, they get very clever and very tricky on ways to where they don't have to leave if they've gotten an eviction notice. Okay? Now, he's not saying that this pertains to the grifter family. He's saying in general. Okay? He gave me a little bit of the background, and he said that in the state of Pennsylvania, fair housing will consider you disabled if you have a physical or mental issue, okay, that will limit you from seeing, hearing, walking, breathing, and learning, okay? And if there's a past pertinent medical history, they'll also go on that if it contains this disability, okay? He said that people, now we know that Lisa's not on the lease, okay, and this is just general, that people that are dealing with recovery from substance abuse, okay, and that are currently in treatment, whether that's a rehab, a methadone clinic, wherever, okay, cannot be evicted, okay? It would have to go through the court process, but usually this is not something that
But in cases like that, they have to be doing good. Lisa's not doing good. They have to, that whole, I know what she's talking about. That whole, it's a process. If you are in a rehabilitation, whether it's outpatient or like she said, a methadone clinic, you have to have clean drops, seeing your counselor, you have to be doing the work. They don't just give it to everybody. That's not how that works. And I thought that we already knew that yes, they got the eviction papers, but their lease isn't up until June. So even though they got the eviction papers letting them know they have to be out, they can still stay until their lease is up. That's probably what they're doing. Now, we already know that the new owners are not going to be renting out to anybody. So that's why that's what I'm assuming why they put in the evictions. But they can legally stay until June.
I'll evict you for. Okay. Fair housing does not require housing or accommodations or modifications to be available to the tenant if the tenant or anyone that's not a tenant but residing in the home is a threat to public health and safety.
Bingo, okay. Do re mi. I had to say it. Sorry, I had to say it loud enough.
What did I miss?
Let me just add this. They can stay until their lease is up unless there is a reason, like a lawful reason to get them out. Because the landlord can put in a 7-day eviction or, a 30-day eviction, something like that. If it's something that is damaging the property, disturbing the peace, or disturbance to the other neighbors, which basically that is, causing a ruckus in the neighborhood, like things like that. But I also want to add that I live in Michigan, so it could be different than, over there.
Do re mi said, so that's why Fatty's been going to the hospital every other day.
Okay, so hang on, just girl, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so he also said that the family can fight the eviction by filing what they call an intentional discrimination form. And what that means is that they can prove that they have some sort of disability, some neurological impairment, and his exact words to me was, neurological impairment means seizures or strokes.
Me either. Now, I was just saying.
Let's go back to when Lisa was saying, oh yeah, it was a seizure. I'm not saying that this man isn't sick, so let's put that out
there. Right.
I don't know. Okay.
But it's too much of a coincidence.
Right.
But isn't Lisa's mom already disabled? Right? Am I wrong about that? Because I thought that, honestly, I thought they were both on disability. Or maybe he is just in retirement. That's what I'm thinking of. But I thought that Lisa's mom was disabled. Or has something wrong with her like that. Where I don't know. You guys let me know. I might be wrong.
First it was a seizure. Then it was a stroke. Then it was back to a seizure again. Right? And this is all coming from Lisa. So who knows what's really going on.
Right,
I hope he's not sick. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but things just aren't adding up here. So if they have filed what they call an intentional discrimination, okay, it automatically is going to go through the court. Okay, what will happen is the court will automatically grant the tenant an extra 100-day stay while they try to figure out the proof, or it would be the burden of proof to find out that if yes, the landlord showed discrimination against these disabled people. Okay?
Yes, but that would have to happen to the old landlord, if I'm not wrong. Because this is the whole new landlord. The new person that bought, let me try that again. Yes, but that would have to, how did I say that? Yes, but that would apply to the old landlord. The person who bought the buildings doesn't have a lease or anything with the tenants. He's already stated that he is not renting it out to anybody. So I don't know how that would work or if it would even work. Especially because the guy's not even going to own the buildings anymore. So I don't know.
Then goes to HUD.
It did. Okay? It did. The building sold. But this is all going to fall on that new landlord.
Right.
The new owner.
So it goes in.
No, he would have to. No. He would have to have a lease with them. And since he had already put in the eviction, not just for Lisa's family, but for everybody that lived there, that's just proof enough to show that he's not discriminating against anybody. He might have plans for that building that he already has set in place. So all he would have to do is go to court and say, these are my, blueprints to whatever I'm making the building, or, whatever. He can prove that he wanted everybody out, not just that family. So I don't think it would fall on the landlord. I'm going to have to call my uncle now.
To HUD. This is just about the eviction. So it goes into HUD. Then that court, which will either be the magistrate court or the housing court, is what this lawyer told me. They will make the decision if then, after the 100 days or more, if the grifters can be evicted. If the court grants the landlord or the new owner the right to go ahead and evict him. They have to do that in 10 days after that judgment. If the court has determined that the tenant shows that, yes, the burden of proof, there was discrimination, then the landlord or the new owner would be responsible for paying for that family to move and relocate them.
Yes, but if the guy who bought the building is not a landlord and doesn't plan on being one, already gave them evictions, I don't think it would fall on him. I mean, for here to be a landlord, you gotta like do some shit. I'm not even exactly sure what certificate, or I don't know, it's something. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in here because I have a lot of family and friends that are landlords. So I wanted to explain something because I called around and kind of asked some questions. So basically, the new owner of that building, he did this, the eviction, which is not even an eviction. It's basically just a notice of non-renewal. And he did that to secure himself so there is no funny business that goes on. Now, if they wanted to try to squat, the sheriffs are just going to come get their stuff out anyway because they've already been noticed. They can stay until their lease is up, but that's it. That's their deadline, and that's what that notice was for. The only way something can kind of be turned around is if that new owner gave them a notice too late. Then a judge would end up, making the new owner basically give them more time to find a place, or, let's say 30 to 60 days or something like that. But he obviously knew what he was doing. That's why he did it. I mean, the bottom line is you can't force somebody to be a landlord if they don't want to. So I just thought I'd add that in here.
And so now you figured out why Thaddy keeps going to the hospital and why it's so broadcasted. And it's just all of a sudden after this eviction, all this went on. So.
But no, it hasn't been after the eviction. Lisa has been putting her father in the hospital for years. And it's broadcasted because Lisa uses this to get sympathy. And she's been using it. She's already killed him off. I mean, this hasn't just been happening.
Lisa is very confident that they're not going to have to move, and that's why.
100.
That's because Lisa's delusional. I mean, let's be serious. She thinks everybody else should be paying her to survive. She thinks that her problems are everybody else's. She can't figure out why people won't send her money when she asks them. She can't understand the word no. So, I don't know. I wouldn't base it off of that.
%. Because she did make that live.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
We'll still be here on the 27th. Nothing's going to change.
Yep.
They have been evicted.
She also said that she wasn't getting evicted from her house when it was posted all over line. So I don't know. I wouldn't go off of Lisa's actions whatsoever.
2 or 3 times before, according to court record. Okay.
They're not going to pay rent through this. There is. I guarantee. Mama Amy said, "That is sick. I hope Thaddy pays rent." Now, I doubt that.
I doubt it, because this is my thing, okay? And this is just a theory, okay? I'm not saying this is concrete, but I go with my gut, okay? I truly believe this was a scheme because they knew, I think it was October, correct me all if I'm wrong, but that they had to go. And then all of a sudden, these medical issues and the ambulances are coming. Not to say that Thaddy did not have some kind of medical incident, but it's just kind of ironic that this starts happening, right, at the time when they know they're going to have to go. They've been evicted how many times? 2, 3 times before?
Yeah, it's about every 2 or 3 years they get evicted.
Right.
So they know this game.
They know the game. They know the things to say. They know the things to do. They're all master manipulators, every single one of them. I don't give a shit what anybody says. These people are not good.
Lisa was raised to do what she's fucking doing.
They're not disabled enough to sit at the VFW. They're not sitting there playing bingo.
Lisa is an addict. And I'm not saying that her family ain't shitty, because they might be. I don't know. But even people that come from good homes, great families, when they fall into addiction, they end up doing shitty things, being shitty people. You don't, it's not even necessarily anything they were taught. It's just that drug takes over their whole life. So, I don't know. I just didn't think that was a good example. Now, could Lisa's family be like this? Absolutely. But in my personal opinion, I just feel like just because Lisa's on this app being a shitty person and has shitty behavior, I do not think that Lisa's family should be dragged through these streets just because of her actions. I just don't. And that is just my opinion. You know, I would not like it if people were bringing my family and putting all their business online because of what I do. I don't think it's fair. And they may be shitty people, but they're being shitty people offline. And if they are affecting others around them, then that's something that them people have to deal with themselves, right? Like, that has nothing to do with us. And I just don't think it's fair to do. I don't think it's appropriate. And look, you might think differently, and that's completely okay. That's just my opinion about the whole thing.
Oh, no, it's a financial arrangement.
Yep.
Is what it is. Let's be real. It's a financial arrangement. Every single one of them profits off of this. And there's more to this. And now I'm getting fired up.
I'm telling you, when I say we went down this rabbit hole that led to this rabbit hole, that led to this rabbit hole, that led to something that just blew our fucking mind completely, it's just like, what the hell, man? This whole family.
They are the biggest bunch of grifters who all of us hardworking, tax-paying American, our money is going to scum like this family. Yep. Every single one of them is on it. I'm sorry. They are. None of them are good. And they are manipulating.
Yes, they are, Stacy.
To their advantage.
But hasn't Lisa's dad worked his whole life? Isn't he in retirement? I know I mentioned it a little bit ago, but I thought he was in retirement. So he gets a retirement check. So, I mean, it's not like he hasn't paid taxes.
They're all in on it.
Yes, the family is on the whole scam. They've been doing this for years.
That's how Lisa was raised.
You want to go in about their spreadsheets?
No, not
bestie.
Well, I don't know how we would do that with the other situation. We can't really. Not yet.
I know. Well, not yet.
Yeah, we will eventually. We can't with this quite yet. We got to do some...
don't even...
Yeah, Jess is her own little fraudster. She is.
Okay. Listen, Jess has never came on here and gave anybody any reason to think anything negative about her. Not to mention, she's not on this app. She has walked away from the situation a long time ago. To be honest with you, I don't even think she has much contact with her parents because of Lisa. I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, Kathy, you missed pretty much all of it, but we're at the point of answering questions now. But I'm going to go ahead and repost this live, and I'm sure there's Lisa's little minions in
Zaza,
here.
You're right. You're right. People, here's my thing. The people that are continuing to give her money, don't know who she is.
Yep.
Number two, they're very weak-minded. And they think that they're just going to be a savior for sending a drug addict money.
And she
She don't do that.
does go above and beyond to threaten people. And that's as far as I'm going to put that.
Yes.
Then we will.
You don't even have to put it anyway. We've seen it. We've seen the text message. We see how she is towards people. She's awful. Awful. We also hear her. We watch her live. And she's constantly saying how she's going to dox people. And, she basically blackmail. So, I mean, that's not really anything new. You could have shared whatever with that.
Coming out with more stuff on that later.
She will implicate innocent people and let them do her dirty bidding and take the fall.
Yep, Zaza,
for what
exactly.
her family have done. This is how she gets away with it. And frankly, it's disgusting.
Hold on a minute, Doggy Lover. We'll recap on that one.
Doggy Lover, what happens at the market? Hanini Market is a front for hugs. They give Lisa a fix every day at closing time outside in the back.
So that she doesn't get a bad batch. And they won't let her in the building because she smells like death. She's Skeletor that smells like death.
Like death. That she reeks that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Fatty Live Matter, I don't know.
I don't know how to do all this stuff on here. Trust me, it's coming. I don't know how to work any of this crap on TikTok. This is my third live. I will get to know and I'll start doing.
She gets a bad batch because she's the one that sells their hugs for them as well.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know addicts are a dime a dozen. If they're just letting any addict run for them, then they don't give a shit who it is. I mean, honestly.
Because of not bathing. Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't bathe. I think she's still wearing the same blue scrub pants from like 4 months ago. Yes, she sells.
So, Zaza. So, what's the money for? She's
how do we say this?
Yeah, I don't know.
The money is funneled through the family.
We'll just put it that way. Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Listen, y'all, we're gonna come out and give you the rest of the information, but tonight we cannot do it because there is so much, and we have the proof. We need to put it together to ensure that we're not putting out misinformation because we are not about that.
Right.
She's a snitch for the cops.
Okay. I'll probably end it here. Like I said, if you guys want to go watch it, it's on Nookie's page. To be honest with you, I understand wanting to, get the information together and make sure you're not putting out misinformation. However, honestly, I don't know who you are. I've never heard of you guys. I couldn't even tell you this lady's name on the screen. So I don't know if you're credible or not. So you coming on here and just spewing all this, I can't take anything that you say without proof. In my personal opinion, I think that you should have waited, gathered all the information until you had it all together, so that way you could show it instead of just having all these people ask questions and, kind of guess, or I don't know, it kind of sloppy, right? I don't know what the rush was. If you guys have done this much work and research, I don't know what the rush was to just jump on a live and talk about it instead of not having the actual proof, right? These are very heavy, big accusations that you're making to not have proof. And like you said, you do have it. You said you have it, but we're not seeing it. I mean, anybody can say they have whatever, talk to whoever, but until you have it, I am just going to take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to wait for the proof to come out. I don't want to call these women liars. I don't know them. I just think that it was messy and should have been more thought out and put together. I understand that you're new to TikTok, but that's an even bigger reason why to want to, one, learn the app, figure out how you do everything, and make sure you have everything in place. But, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the rush was. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you've heard any of this, if anything's, rumors or whatever is going on the TikTok streets, I'm going to have to go over there and maybe look around a little bit. I am going to cut out some things about the family. I'm not going to put all that on my page. I'll put some stuff up for some context, but other than that, that family doesn't have anything to do with this app. And if they're being shady, you know what? Karma don't forget. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this video is gonna be super short, so it should be pretty quick to edit. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys.